Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm sharing with you one of the coolest automations you can add to your Home Assistant, and it's all about taking your LED light strips to the next level. Most people use LEDs like WLED for simple effects or ambient lighting, but what if I told you that you can make each segment or part of a single light strip act as an independent notification that tells you something about your smart home? Imagine this. You're sitting in the living room watching TV. Then one part of your LED strip starts flashing red when someone is at your gate. Another part goes orange if someone is in the bathroom. And a part turns blue when the washing machine finishes. You can set up any combination you can think of. Not only that, the LED strip will automatically return to its original color, brightness, and state once all the notifications are done. We'll do all of this using WLED and a Home Assistant blueprint I created and tested over the past month, and I'm excited to share it with you. If you don't have a WLED strip, I will also include a simplified blueprint that works with a single light, like a lamp, which could be helpful for some people. But I really recommend getting a WLED strip. It's super powerful and unlocks way more options. You need Home Assistant and WLED strip, which you can buy or make yourself with very cheap components. I will leave links in the description to get you started with that. First, we need to configure the WLED to be ready for our blueprint. Go ahead and open the WLED controller UI. You can do that from Home Assistant. We need to create two presets. First, we need a default preset that we will use in the blueprint in some scenarios. This should have one segment which is like that by default. Set it to any default color and brightness you like, and name it default. Then let's create a preset with segments, which are the different parts of the LED strip that will light up when something happens. You can decide how many segments you want. I have a 60 LED strip, so I would like to have 4 segments. But really it can be anything you want. The blueprint supports up to 4 segments for now. If you want more segments, leave a comment below and I will update the blueprint to support that. Let's carefully go through how we're creating the segments in WLED. You'll notice that the first segment is already there by default. And it usually includes all of your LEDs. Just make sure it's configured correctly, and set its color to black. Think of it as a background layer, and we won't count it as one of our segments. Let's add our first real segment. It will start at 0 and end around 15. We'll set its color to black as well. Next, we'll create the second segment, starting at 15 and ending at 30. Then, we'll continue this pattern. Each new segment starts where the last one ended and extends by the same number of LEDs, until we've created all the segments we need. As I mentioned before, you can make the segment lengths whatever you want, just make sure you set them up correctly. Now let's save it as a preset. Name it to HA Notify. Before leaving this page, please make sure to activate the default preset. This step is very important. Simply click on the preset and confirm that the LED turns on. Now head back to Home Assistant and reload the LED strip in the WLED integration to show the new presets we created. We still need to create a helper toggle for the segments that we won't be using in the blueprint. Basically, this toggle is just a backup, in case you don't end up using all the segments in your blueprint. This ensures everything still works properly. Name the toggle like this, and make sure its state is set to off. Now let's add the blueprint to Home Assistant. Go to the link in the description and copy the blueprint URL. You can take a look at the YAML file if you're interested. Next, go to Home Assistant, open Settings, and navigate to Automations. Then open the Blueprints tab and import the blueprint. Once that's done, you can use it in the Automations tab. Just add a new automation and choose the blueprint we imported from the list. Inside the blueprint, select the LED strip which we've configured earlier. Make sure the preset names matches the ones we created earlier as well. Pick how many segments you would like to use. For now I will use 3 segments. For the first segment, I want the LED to flash red when the front door contact sensor is open. Let's use a blink effect for this part. Note that you can use any effect you want, just make sure the effect exists in WLED and you write it correctly in the blueprint. You can set the color, effect speed, intensity, and brightness. For the second segment, I want the LED to become solid blue when the bathroom is occupied. For example, when the bathroom lamp is on. For the third segment, I want the LED to turn orange when someone is detected at the door by a motion sensor. For the segments not in use, put the toggle entity we created earlier, as Home Assistant by design won't let us leave this field empty. Save the automation. Finally, let's test it. I will set the LED strip to green for example, and brightness to 75% to see how it will go back to this state after the notifications are done. Now I will trigger all the sensors I used in the blueprint, like the front door contact sensor and the motion sensor, and also the bath lamp. As you can see, the segments are turning on one by one. And once all triggers are cleared, the LED strip goes to green at 75% brightness. If you want to understand how this blueprint works, pause the video and read the logic behind it. I've built this blueprint to be beginner-friendly, stable, and fast, and I'll continue improving it and adding new features, so leave a comment below with any ideas or suggestions for enhancements, or any issues you might face. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Home Assistant, Smart Home, and Home Lab tutorials.